Welcome everyone. My name is Dr. Elena Michaels, and I'm going to do a card reading and guided meditation for you. And I try to do this every week. I've had some things going on lately that I haven't been able to do it, but my intention is to do it every week, and I did it every week for a few years. So we used to meet live actually in Valencia, California in a beautiful room, and everyone would lay down and just be really comfortable and relaxed, and we'd dim the lights, and it was really great to have everyone in the room on the same vibrational frequency, all wanting the same thing, which is to go deep. And at that time, because I'm an intuitive, I could pick up what was going on in the room energetically. But then COVID hit, and when COVID hit, I'm here in my house with my cat, Luna the meditation cat, who may make an appearance on this video. You'll hear her if she's around. And because I was in a room by myself, I started getting the guidance to pull out the tarot cards. I did not use the tarot cards or the angel cards when we met in person, but I use them now because I'm doing it this way for you. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about the cards, okay? The cards, I'm not a fortune teller. The cards are a roadmap. The cards that show up will be relevant for everyone who's watching or listening. And you will see how this happens, and you will see how it relates to you when I start pulling the cards. So whenever you watch or listen to this, the cards will resonate with something in your life. And allow that to happen, because you may get answers to something that has been on your mind, or a dilemma, a situation that you've wanted guidance or clarity on. So be open to what the cards show you. The interesting thing about the cards is that if you watch the video when you're watching it the first time right now, and then you watch it again a few days later, the cards will speak to you in a different way. And you may even say to yourself, I don't remember that was in the reading before. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like, you know, when you take a book off the shelf and it's a book you've read, and you just kind of open it up and say, show me something I need to know right now. And you read a passage and you think, that wasn't in the book before, because it was relevant to you at the moment that you opened the book and looked at it. And it's the same way with the cards. So if you watch the video again, I have a cat here in my mouth. Well, I have a cat. If you watch the video again, you will see that it will maybe make sense in a different way for you. Maybe tap you into a place in your subconscious mind that it didn't tap you into before. And you may get answers and clarity on a situation. I get notes all the time from people that tell me that that is exactly what happened with them. Now, at the beginning, I do the card reading because the card reading starts to take you into a deeper level of consciousness. So some people say they want to skip it after the first or second time they listen to it. But the benefit of listening to it is that it takes you into a deeper level of consciousness, so that when I get to the guided meditation part, you go even deeper than you would have if you haven't listened to the first part with the cards. I also sometimes do a little talk beforehand. And the other thing is, none of this is prearranged. None of it is pre-rehearsed. None of it is written. I never know what I'm going to say. I never know what cards are going to come up. I just kind of go with the flow and allow myself to be a channel. And I do this so I can be a channel for you, okay? All right, so I feel guided to talk about something right now. And I'm going to tell you what it is, okay? I want to talk about saying no. You know how the Nike slogan was just say yes? Well, I think just saying no might be a little more relevant. Because we are bombarded constantly with energetic frequencies. We are bombarded with the news. We are bombarded with negative people. We are bombarded with people who are overwhelmed. And this has been going on for a couple of years now, since COVID began. People kind of have fried nerve endings. They're kind of like, you know, at the brink, some people. And you can see this in society, what is happening right now. There's a lot of very weird things going on. So saying no is important, because over time, all of us have an acceleration of consciousness. And that's what we're here to do, to learn the lessons and to accelerate our consciousness and elevate our consciousness. And we become more and more sensitive. If you are watching this right now, you are probably an empath, and you are probably aligned with the light. And as you become more aware of these qualities in yourself, you become a lot more sensitive to the energies around you. And so you have to learn how to shield yourself. Excuse me. What just happened now is called releasing. Releasing means that I am releasing the energy of the day so that I can be a clear channel to say what I need to say to you. And what releasing looks like is my eyes will water, my throat will need clearing, I may cough, my nose may run, I may swallow a lot, I may yawn a lot. The yawning thing happens a lot, and that's a big release of energy. And then when I yawn, my eyes water, of course. So the releasing happens so that I can become more of a clear channel. You may feel this happening with you too as I go into the guided meditation. You may feel your mouth getting dry. You may feel a lump in your throat. You may feel you have a tendency to swallow. You may feel your eyes blinking a lot to keep them moist. So you may experience these things as well. But the point about learning to protect yourself and shield yourself is you have to learn how to protect your precious energy. You cannot burn the candle at both ends. You cannot keep running, excuse me, and not take a break. You have to have downtime. You have to have downtime to be able to regenerate, re-energize your batteries. You can't keep pushing. So downtime can be many different things, but downtime means you're not doing anything. Your eyes are closed, you're into your breath, you'll have downtime when we do the guided meditation tonight. But you can be listening to a guided meditation in downtime, but you have to have the opportunity to dump the junk, as someone used to say in my meditation class. Dump the junk. So it's really, really important. It's kind of like when you have your computer on and the screen is full of all kinds of apps and all kinds of data and documents and everything. It's hard to focus. And so dumping the junk. See, I haven't done this in a while, so I'm releasing a lot. I missed last week, I think. Maybe missed 2 weeks, I don't remember. I think I just missed 1 week. But you have to dump the junk, and it allows you to regenerate and renew and recharge yourself, and allows you to get rid of the stuff that is no longer necessary for your health and well-being. The other thing that's really important to know is that when you, see my eyes are really watering right now, when you let go of everything like that, you are much more clear, and you can receive much more guidance and much more insight and much more clarification about what's going on in your life. You're much more open. Which brings me to the point, the more you do that, the more open you become. The more open you become, the more guidance you receive. The more guidance you receive and acknowledge, the more guidance is given to you. And the more open you become, the more you have to learn how to say no. Say no. Protect your precious energy. Don't be around people who are negative. Don't be around people who are going to negatively project onto you. And if you're going to go into a place where there are a lot of people, ask for protection. Ask the higher beings, God, Jesus, Buddha, whatever you want to call it, or the archangels, or all of the above, to protect you and guide you from any... Hi, Luna. I hear you. That's the meditation cat right there. She shows up. She loves this when I do this. Right, Luna? Yeah, where are you? I see you. I got the light in front of me. Oh, there you are. So as you open yourself up more, you get more guidance. And as you get more guidance and acknowledge that, you get even more guidance. So you can ask the guidance, ask your guides, Ask the angels, ask God, Jesus, whatever, to protect you from any negative projections and to surround you with protective light. That will help you with your boundaries, and that will help you keep your energy contained. So I think learning to say no is really important. And learning to say no, I remember when I was younger, I was kind of around in the 60s and 70s, okay? And I didn't really want to watch the news. And I remember going home for a holiday vacation when I was in college, and I didn't really want to talk about politics. I didn't really want to get into that. And my family told me that I shouldn't walk around and be like a flamingo with my head on the ground. I have to know what's going on. And I thought, well, yeah, I guess. And I did that for a while, but it's better for me if I don't watch the news. Personally, that's my choice. And that's because I am so sensitive that I pick up on the energy of what I've seen on the news. And as you know, most of what's on the news is not positive, it's negative. It's scary, it's bad things happening to people. And so for me, it's best if I just don't watch the news. I figure if the sky's falling, someone will let me know. And I do see things periodically when I go into my Facebook profiles or my social media profiles. I do see things periodically. So, if it's really important, I see it. But I'm not really deeply involved in politics. For me, it just doesn't work. It's just not good for me. Not the best use of my energy. Okay, now, there was something else that I wanted to mention to you. This is getting back to the physical plane, okay? So let's talk about the physical plane for a minute. Your body is your temple, and your body must be in really great shape for you to be a channel of light. So that means that you've got to get your body fine-tuned. That means do your best. It's like your car. It's like you have a beautiful car. You don't want to put a bunch of crap in your car. You want to keep your car clean. You want your car to be running well. You want to get checkups. You want to take it in for, oil changes, whatever needs to be done. Your body is a vessel and a channel of light. And you want your body to be the most clear channel of light that it can be. And this is your responsibility. No one else does this for you. This is your responsibility. So one thing I want to mention to you on the physical plane is the microbiome. The microbiome is your gut flora, okay? Right, Luna? That's right. Your microbiome is your gut flora. And you want to have, it's kind of like a neighborhood. You want good people in the neighborhood, not bad people, not negative people, not destructive people, good people. So one way to cultivate a good neighborhood in your gut is to create a healthy microbiome. And there are a lot of ways to do this. I do this a lot in my private practice with people. But, oh man, should be a good meditation tonight. I'm already starting to go into a trance. I can feel it. So, one way to cultivate a good microbiome and a good population in your gut is to introduce, I'll tell you an easy way to do it. I have a Vitamix. I've had a Vitamix for, 45 years. Not the same one, of course, but I really like the Vitamix because it just like pulverizes everything. So you can use a Ninja, you can use a magic bullet, whatever. A regular blender will not work. So what you do is go get some really beautiful organic vegetables, or if you grow them, put some in. I think last week I had cabbage, cucumber, celery, and carrots, okay? All organic, of course. Stuck them in there with some bone broth. I think I used chicken bone broth last time. I do a new, I call them a slurry, a vegetable slurry. I do a new one each week. And so it's kind of a little thick, and I just put it in the fridge. And then every morning, I take a couple spoonfuls of it and I put it in a glass, and I stir aloe juice. I like Lily of the Desert. There's other brands. So I stir that in, and maybe a little shot, if it's a little too bitter, a little shot of coconut water. So last week I used the bone broth and the aloe, and it turns it, you end up with a glass that looks like a glass of freshly squeezed juice, okay? It's got all the good fiber in there. It's not like a juicer that takes all the fiber out and just jacks up your blood sugar, because it has the fiber in it because you pulverize the vegetables. You could use water. This week I used parsley, kale, I think I had kale in there last week too. Parsley, dino kale, a beet, and celery again, okay? And I use the stems of the kale, and beet greens. I use beet greens too. So I had like 6 things in there this week. And it's really dark in the jar. I put it on, actually, on TikTok. You can see it if you go there. It looks really dark in the jar. But when I add the aloe to it, I just used water this time. And as I add the aloe to it, it gets this beautiful dark magenta color. And it tastes like a fresh glass of juice. Now this one was very bitter, so I did a little shot of coconut water in it too. Each morning I do a little shot of coconut water. Tomorrow's my last day of the beet slurry, this one that I just told you about. And so tomorrow, after I use the last of it, I will create another one with another combination. The idea is every week use different vegetables. And ideally, vegetables you're not used to eating. Like, maybe you don't eat beet green tops, or maybe you don't eat celery tops, or maybe you don't eat parsley, or maybe you don't eat, I don't know, whatever you want to stick in there, whatever you want. Right, Luna? Yeah, she agrees. So whatever you want to stick in there, just change it each week. And what that does is it heals and helps your microbiome. I mean, there's many things to do to heal your microbiome. It's just one little small thing that you can do on your own without taking any supplements or anything. And it helps your gut flora diversify to a positive gut flora with a multitude of different populations, because you're putting in there the phytonutrients and the fiber from these vegetables, which you're using each week. Always you want green. And if it's a little too bitter, you can add carrots or a raw beet, a couple of organic carrots, or a couple of, or a small raw beet or something. But mainly the greens, no fruit, okay? It's not fruit, it's just vegetables. It also alkalinizes your system and changes the pH of your body. So all in all, it's a great thing to do to keep your temple and to enhance your temple so that you are better able to be a channel of light, goodwill, and service to humanity. So there you go. Well, I think I'm going to choose some cards now, okay? Now, I never know what cards are going to come up, and I have different decks. Oh, I forgot my God card deck. Well, I guess I'm not going to use it tonight because I'm already situated right here. So I'm going to choose from this deck right here, and we'll start with this one. And I like to lay them out on a table here, so you'll see me looking down at the table as I lay them out, because they become a roadmap for me. They become a roadmap so that I can know where we're going to go in our guided meditation. So let's see what I've got here. Let's move these decks out of the way so I can lay the cards out and see what's cooking. Okay. Put my pouch over there. All right. So I'm going to shuffle the cards. They've been already shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle them again. And I'm going to wait for guidance to tell me when to stop. But I want to say that we are divinely protected by healing white light. No negativity can enter into our sphere of being. Each and every time you watch one of my videos, you are entering into a field of light where no negativity can enter into your field of being. And each time you watch one of these videos, you are able to let go of negativity without even trying and allow more light into your being. It just happens. So that's because there are different energetic frequencies going on simultaneously as I'm talking to you. And I'm going to cut them once, and take the card on top, and we'll find out what it is together. Okay, there we go. This is Justice. This is an 11 card. Okay, I'm going to choose another one right behind it. Okay, this looks pretty bad, but it's actually not. But I'll talk to you about it. Well, you know what? I just got the guidance to choose a third card from this deck. And it's that one. Okay, that's it for this deck. All right, let's talk about this. Okay? I'm going to get my glasses and we'll talk about this. Okay. The first card was an 11, okay? This is Justice. This is a major arcana card, okay? The major arcana cards have a lot of oomph. They have a lot of kind of like pixels, a lot of punch. So there's a lot of information in this card. Now, first of all, behind him is a purple drape. Purple is the color of the highest chakra, other than the crystal white, which is above your head. And so, he's coming from a really high place. He's a very balanced, this is a balanced energy. See the scales right here? And this is a sword to kind of cut through the crap. It's cut through the illusion, okay? This is cut through the illusion. And he's sitting between two poles, and he's wearing red. Red is root chakra with a green thing right here, cape kind of thing, and a green stone in his crown. The green is the color of the heart chakra, okay? So this guy is stable, balanced, doesn't take any crap and cuts through the crap. He's very focused and he comes from the highest place, okay? And he comes from his heart. He's crowned by heart energy right here. His cape is heart energy. He's surrounded by heart energy, okay? So, let's see what the next card says. This is a 9 card. This is a 9 of swords. A 9 card, 9 in the major arcana, is the Hermit. The Hermit is about taking time alone. Like I said at the beginning, take time when you're not doing anything, alone time, to recharge your batteries. Don't just go, 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 go. Recharge your batteries, renew your spirit, and cleanse your spirit. And the Hermit is kind of about that. The Hermit is alone, just working on himself and, accelerating his consciousness. So this is a 9 card. This person here is grieving the loss of something, okay? It's like the middle of the night, and this person sits up and they're grieving, and they're very wrapped up in drama, okay? They don't see that they can cut through it all with these 9 swords. They feel very alone. This may be you. Maybe there are times when you feel very alone. What's important for you to do is take your hands away from your face and look down at this quilt. This quilt has on it roses. The roses are the symbol of the magician. The magician is able to create his life or her life, create his or her reality, okay? So this person is waking up from a dream, okay? The key is for you to wake up from a dream. Take your hands away from your eyes, get out of the drama, look down below you, see the roses, and remember, cut through the crap, cut through the illusion, cut through the negativity. Spend time alone, 9, to replenish yourself, re-energize your spirit, and remember, you are a magician. Create what you want. Focus on what you want. Not on the past, not on the things that happened to you that were traumatic, not on the drama. Take your hands away, get out of the negative dream, and remember that you're a creator. You are a co-creator, actually. I mean, if you're 5'2", you can't create yourself to be 6 feet tall, but you're a co-creator, okay? You can create your energetic projection to be stronger, If you're 5'2" and you want to be taller, you can be bigger energetically, but you can't actually physically create yourself to be 6 feet tall. So we're co-creators, okay? Now, the last card, this is a 4 of Wands. Wands are creative, they're air, okay? Swords are fire, by the way, okay? And remember, this guy had a sword. See it? Right there. Right there is his sword. Then we got some more swords. It's time to cut through a lot of crap here, people. Cut through the illusion. 2 swords. But remember, you have creativity and you can create. Remember, take your hands away. Remember, you're a magician. Look down at the roses and remember the flower of the magician and create what you want. This is a beautiful, joyous, creative card. Wands are creative. They have to do with air. And this is like a celebration. Celebrate life, okay? And see the green things coming out? Those are sprouted. That means this is a very creative card to remind you that you have the power to create. And there's festivity here. This is like, have fun. You know, these people are dancing and, you know, this is some kind of a celebration. And also, if you look, you will see there are roses again. The magician flower, the roses, they're also grapes. Grapes are a symbol of the harvest. All the work you've been doing on yourself, if you're here, you are working on yourself. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. You wouldn't be on this channel right now with me if you weren't that person. And all the work you've been doing on yourself, it's time to have some fun and celebrate and create with all that you've learned and everything that you've been doing to refine yourself. This card is very light. See, this one was dark. This is caught in illusion. This one is about being balanced. See the scales? And coming from the highest with the purple drape. This one is about celebrating. It's spring, right? Or summer. Look at this beautiful yellow. So this is a beautiful, beautiful card. All right, that's the tarot cards. All right, now we're going to go into, move some things around here. We're going to go into some decks. I think I'm going to go to this one. I'm going to go to the angel card. No, I think I'm going to go to this one. I just grabbed this one first. Indigos. Okay, I'm going to go to the indigo deck. All right. Keeping my eye on the time here. All right. Now, if you're watching this, you're an indigo. Indigos are not just children. They are any age, but they feel that they are here for a purpose. And they feel that they are here for a purpose to serve humanity and to make change on the planet and to preserve the planet. They're very ecologically conscious and aware. And if you're watching this, you're probably one. So let's choose. Well, I don't choose them, but I just cut the deck until I hear it's time to stop cutting it, and I take the card on top, which is right now. And we'll see it together. Okay, what a beautiful card. And it says, learn something new. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about this card right now. Learn something new. Look at her. She's dipping her foot in the water, okay? Water is a symbol of emotion. So she's actually dipping her foot into maybe experiencing something she hasn't experienced before. Stepping outside of the box, shall we say? And I'm going to read to you a little bit about this card. Learn something new. So here we go with that. Learn something new. There is new information waiting for you. This card asks you to initiate or finish studies on a topic or topics that interest you. When this card comes up, it's often a calling to start or complete something that you already know you should be doing. Let this be your confirmation that the time for this endeavor is now. This card can also guide you to meditate and have a conversation with the universe. Any question can be asked and will be answered if you listen with an open mind and heart, which is what I said at the beginning. Be open. Trust the feedback you receive. Write it down and consider teaching this information to others. Excuse me. As an indigo, you can easily recognize true divine guidance as it comes to you. Even if you feel that what you're learning won't serve you in the future, please trust that the angels are guiding you for a specific reason that you may not necessarily need to know at this point in your life. Have fun and try something new. There you have it. Well, that's good info. Let's try something else here. Let's go into this deck. Move all this stuff away. And let's see what's in here. Again, we're going to ask for a clarification, substantiation, validation, explanation, and of course the divine protection continues anytime you watch or listen to this video. A lot of people fall asleep during these videos and they say, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I couldn't hear what you said, I wanted to hear what you had to say, but I fell asleep. That's fine. You know why? Your subconscious mind is hearing what needs to be heard. Your subconscious mind is resonating whatever I say that makes sense for you and that is relevant for you. So you're getting it on a subconscious level. So if you drift away or move into yoga nidra, which is that space between sleep and wake, which is very fertile and very easy to impregnate with positivity, you will still benefit even if you fall asleep or feel that you're asleep, but you're probably just in yoga nidra. Okay, and this card is, look how pretty that is, more yellow. Peace. Okay, I'm going to read you about peace, what this card has to say. I just saw flashing lights. That's pretty weird. I wonder what that was. That's happened before in here. Wow, that just kind of tripped me out a little bit. All kinds of strange things happen here. Chimes go off when there's solar chimes, but there's no sun. Lights flash. Well, I just know that there's energetic frequencies in this place, and they're good ones, so I'm happy about that. Okay, so let me read to you about peace. I'll have to watch the video back and see if I can see the flashing light again. I just saw it there. This is Archangel Shemuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Now I'm going to read the card because there's more info about this card in this little thing I'm reading. By the way, Shemuel is an angel. It's an entity. You can actually call on Shemuel. You can actually call Shemuel to help you with things and to bring you peace. So here's some additional messages. Look past the surface of the situation and see the underlying truth, that everyone involved is a child of God filled with love. By focusing upon this truth, you elicit loving behavior and solutions. Even though appearances may seem otherwise, trust that higher wisdom is in charge. Love is the only power that exists, and its light shines away any seeming darkness. Remember? Darkness. Seeming darkness. Hold the intention to look for examples of this light within yourself and others, and you'll have more light in your mind, heart, thoughts, and life. This knowledge is the foundation of peace. It's kind of like I said, when you become more clear, you get more guidance. When you acknowledge the guidance, you get more guidance. So look for the light and to get more light. Working with Archangel Shemuel, excuse me, it's the clearing. It's the releasing. Drinking coconut water this time, organic coconut water. Working with Archangel Shamael. I told you this happens. My throat has to get clear. I cough. When you wish to feel more centered, calm, and peaceful, call upon Shamael. He's the Archangel of personal and global peace. He's very kind, loving, and sweet, and he'll evoke a pleasant feeling of excitement when he works with you. Know that Shamael sees your true qualities and loves you unconditionally. Well, isn't that nice to know? That is nice to know, because so many times people feel unloved, alone, lonely. Remember that there is love everywhere. Allow it to come down to you. Feel it. Allow yourself to be aligned with the light, and that's where you feel the love. When you feel disconnected and alone and isolated and separated, it's hard to feel the love because you're separated from the frequency of light. You've got to get yourself back into the frequency of light. And one way to do that is just ask. Fill me with light. Whatever being you want to ask. God, Jesus, Buddha, Archangel, Shamael, whatever. Ask to be filled with light and just feel it happening. You can feel it happening. There you go. Okay. One last card deck we're going to go to, and then we're going to get into the guided meditation. Sometimes when I haven't done this for a week or two, I have more to say. And sometimes I have nothing to say. I just start pulling the cards. So every time is different. And I never know what's going to happen. More substantiation, more validation, more explanation, more definition, more elaboration, and continued protection, protection, protection. Okay, one more cut, and here we go. The ocean. Remember her? She was sticking her foot in the water there. Maybe, there's something very calming about the ocean. When you're down or depressed or sad, if you can get to the ocean and just watch the waves, there's something so healing about that. We are mostly water anyway. So it's very comforting to watch the rhythm of that. It kind of puts your cells back into the rhythm of the universe and get you back connected again. So if you're down, get to the ocean. You don't have to go in it, just look at it. Even if it's cold, just look at it. All right, I'm going to read to you about the ocean. Let's look at the card here, first of all. Can't pick it up here. God, I can't even grab it. Stuck to the table. This is an angel walking on the ocean. The ocean. Okay. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. You can even listen to a sound current of ocean waves. You can ask, you can play it on your phone, or ask Alexa to do it for you. I can't say it because she's right here and she'll pick up on it and start playing it. But even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all your cares and concerns. Okay, let's see what we got here. Pages are sticking together. Okay, got it. The ocean. This card comes to you because of your connection with the ocean. It's a sign that you need to spend more time near the sea, perhaps during a vacation or as a home base. The angels will help with this endeavor if you ask and allow them to. The ocean air and water inspires and heals you. Take sea salt baths to detoxify. You don't even have to go to the ocean. Fill your bathtub up and put some sea salt in there. While you're at it, put some Epsom salts in there too, so you can relax, and be in there for like 20 minutes. Drink more water. Connect with dolphins and other sea dwellers. You have an ocean-related past life, perhaps. Learn a water sport, such as diving, sailing, or snorkeling, or go swimming. Go swimming. If you have a gym that you go to that has a pool, go swimming. If you have a hot tub where you live, or your complex where you live, your community has a pool, get in the pool. Be around water, even if you just take a bath. This is coming as a message to you. This is coming because it's relevant for you. This is coming because it's important to you. When you get into a bath, take a bath consciously. Allow it to cleanse your spirit and detoxify your soul on all levels. All right, it's meditation time. So make yourself comfortable. We're going to do the guided meditation right now. And I suggest you lie down. I suggest you lie down and have your back straight and make yourself comfortable. Go ahead and do that right now. Okay, if you want to put a cloth over your eyes, or if you have an eye mask or a sleep mask, you can do that. And here we go. Allow your eyes to close and allow yourself to let your breathing get into a normal, natural, rhythmic pace without forcing or pushing or adjusting it in any way. Any sounds that you become aware of that are everyday normal sounds don't distract you in any way. Instead, any sounds that you hear allow you to go even deeper than the moment before. Take a moment now to see if you can make yourself 5 to 10% more comfortable. That's it. Just maybe shift yourself a little bit. Good. I'm going to count from 5 down to 0, and each count will allow you to go deeper and deeper than the moment before. Each sound of my voice, each word that I say, will allow you to go deeper and deeper, letting go more and more and relaxing more and more. This is time you have set aside for yourself. This is a promise and a commitment that you have made to yourself, for yourself, to balance, to release, to heal. Your body is not able to heal unless you are in parasympathetic mode. This guided meditation will take you there. Parasympathetic mode is the resting mode. It's the opposite of the sympathetic dominant active mode. And even now, as you hear the sound of my voice, you are moving into parasympathetic mode. And you will stay in parasympathetic mode until the end of the audio video. Letting go with each and every breath without even having to figure out what you're letting go of. Just knowing that your mind, your brain, knows what needs to be released. And with every exhalation, that release is occurring and continues to occur throughout the rest of the guided meditation. Beginning on the count of 5, where you feel a sensation starting at the top of your head. Maybe you feel it, maybe you imagine it, maybe you visualize it. But it begins to move down over your forehead and over your face and over the back of your scalp, down to your neck, where you move down to 4. And the front of your neck and the back of your neck, release and let go. And as they do, any emotion stored in any part of your body that I mention gets released. That's it. Continuing on forward, down through your shoulders, your upper arms, your elbows, and your forearms. A sensation of relaxation, a very natural sensation of relaxation, is moving now, starting at the top of your head and moving down through your body. And it comes out through your fingers. It feels like a tingling sensation. As you are releasing anything in the way of it, the tingling sensation is an alert to you that an elevation of consciousness is occurring and moving through you and moving down into your body. And as it does that, it pushes away and clears away the lower vibrational frequencies. Moving now down to 3. Your collarbones begin to release. Your entire chest begins to release. Your heart chakra. Notice your heart chakra spinning. If you were to look down and your eyes were open, imagine that it's spinning clockwise. Imagine your heart chakra with its beautiful green energy emanating out, spinning at a very comfortable pace. Your heart chakra is opening more and more with each sound that you hear and each breath that you take. Your entire torso is being illuminated with the healing green light of your heart chakra. As you move down to 2, moving down into your abdominal area, your solar plexus, down into your groin. Your entire digestive system is radiating light, beautiful golden light, the golden light of the solar plexus. Continuing down to 2. As the energy moves down through your thighs, the large thigh muscles, and as it continues down, as the light continues down, as the elevated frequency continues down, it pushes away, out through the soles of your feet, any negativity, any worries, any frustration, any concern, any negative projections that may have come your way. Down over your knees. That's it. And down through your calves as we move down to 1. Down through the calves. Down through the ankles. Down through the feet, all the muscles and ligaments and bones in the feet. And imagine now that coming out the soles of your feet is a smoky gray smoke or material. You might see it like a dark honey color. You may see it as a dark smoke. You may see it as a dark oil. That is what is being removed from your body by the light that is just coming in. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 down to 0, and when I do, you'll hear some tones. With each tone, allow yourself to go even deeper, traveling on the frequency of the sound. Any sounds that you do hear, allow yourself to resonate on a cellular level and go even deeper by listening to the sounds. And beginning to go even deeper now from that number 1 down to 0. Letting go and drifting deeper and deeper. Traveling on the frequency of the tones. Deeper and deeper. Feel your cells vibrating and resonating to the sounds and the frequencies. And now in this very receptive state, whatever words you hear resonate with your truth, your values, and your integrity. Because you are finding that you are now more and more able and willing to cut through the illusion, cut through the drama. And you feel yourself feeling more and more balanced. As you take time alone to recharge your batteries, you feel more and more balanced, centered, and grounded. It's as if you are awakening from a dream, an illusion, and you are remembering who you are. And you are remembering that you are a co-creator, that you have the power to create and manifest your goals, dreams, and desires. You have the power to say no, the power to walk away from drama, the power to walk away from negativity. It's a time now to enjoy the harvest of the work that you've done. To dance, to sing, be around music. Celebrate. Celebrate the amazing person that you are. Celebrate the incredible progress that you've made. Celebrate all of those things you've had to experience and go through to become who you are now. And who you are now is amazing. Dip your foot in something new. Try something different that you haven't done, that you've always wanted to do. Take a chance. Take a chance. When you feel connected to the higher source and the benevolent energies, you feel love. And when you feel love, you can spread love. You can't share or spread anything you don't feel. So you must fill your own cup first, and then fill the cups of others. Take a bath, go to the ocean. Even a conscious shower will work. Use the power of water to cleanse you. Even if you take a shower, program the water to cleanse your spirit. Watch the negativity go down the drain. The worries, the fears, the frustrations. If you can't go to the ocean, you can imagine the ocean. You can listen to the sound of ocean waves. You can take a bath and listen to the sound of ocean waves. Feel your cells resonating to the frequencies. Feel every cell in your body dancing to the sound of this frequency. Acknowledge you for taking this time for yourself. I honor you for the commitment that you have made to your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being by taking this time for yourself. I honor you for honoring yourself. I wish you many, many blessings. And I look forward to meeting with you again in this dimension. Until we meet again. You find yourself more and more interested in being more and more clear. And you enjoy the process. Signing off for now. Namaste.